Do I don't think I've missed streaming as much, to be honest. Like, not because I don't enjoy streaming, yeah. I think it's because I don't know. I just felt inspired to start making videos again. Yeah. So I don't know. I feel like I might um be streaming part in part, because I'm a very very spontaneous kind of person. I'm moved by inspiration, what I feel in the moment, um, and I do it. Yeah. So I hope my friend, no, my subscribers, or the wonderful people I met the last time I was streaming daily, I hope they stumble upon this stream and say hi. um, yeah. Today actually I woke up a bit disoriented. I think it's because of maybe some kind of dreams I had. Yeah. I don't know. Do people have, like, how do you feel when you have dreams that you don't remember? When I wake up from those kind of things, before it used to really frustrate me because I'll be like, I want to know, I want to know, I want to know, I want to know. But I learned to just leave it be, because later on during the day, I might just do the most random thing, and I'll just like get a vision, like a glimpse, like the image will just come into my mind. Yeah, and I'll just remember, oh, and then the feelings that accompanied, being in such dreams will come into my body. But unfortunately, my language, in that moment becomes so limited that I cannot even begin to translate it to my conscious mind that, okay, this is also I can find a thread, because immediately those things happen to me, um I just try to jump. Do you get? I try to find, like, my conscious mind wants to latch onto it so hard so I can be like, oh, this is what I dreamt about. But the moment I try to latch onto my dream, it just disappears. It just disappears. So I'm like, and I keep doing it. So I don't know. There's a message there for me that if you hold on tight to something that you want, especially in the form of dreams, you lose it. Yeah, because dreams are not meant to be held on to. I think you're just supposed to allow it flow into your consciousness, and if it comes out in a way that you can translate it, then good for you. But if it doesn't, let it go. Because I don't know, I don't think we ever stop dreaming. You get? So like, what's the point in trying to latch on to something, just one of those infinitesimal numbers of what do you call it, universes, you get, that exist when you sleep? I don't know if that makes any sense. Yeah, I hope it does. But yeah, so dreams. Today is just like, today I just woke up in a specific kind of mood, you know, and it was something that, would have kind of made me, what to say, maybe I would have melted into the floor in distress. But no, I didn't actually melt. I was like, you know what, let's focus on the thing that actually, what to say, that makes sense. Yeah, because at the end of the day, I feel like chaos is not my friend. Do you get? I feel like chaos is not my friend. But funnily, chaos is very readily present in my everyday life. Like, I don't think there's a day that goes by where I don't experience, even if it's just the tiniest bit of chaos. And it's like, if chaos keep happening repeatedly and repeatedly, in my everyday life, it's like, at the end of the day, is that chaos, or is that just what life is to me? Do you get? Like, do I say, um oh, this thing is new, it seems more tiring to to latch on to every moment of chaos as something new, something, something to be organized, or something to be made to make sense of. You get? It seems so exhausting, and it doesn't seem like a worthwhile venture, to try to latch on to um meaning in moments of chaos. You get? I feel like it's better to just let it pass, and feel your emotions. Another thing about that chaos, that worries me about chaos, is emotions that come up, when I'm experiencing chaotic moments, because in those emotions, they are what defines, like, they are what to say. Those emotions are kind of characteristic of chaos, you get? So the way I cannot control the chaos, you get, is the way I feel like, okay, maybe I can control my emotions, and then I try to suppress it, but I'm not good at suppressing emotions. I absolutely fail at suppressing emotions, so eventually just I find myself passing out, like moving those emotions onto somebody else or something else. Like in moments of trying to suppress my emotions, suppressing my emotions mean I don't start like bawling my eyes out, or screaming at the world, this is not fair. It's like I'm like, no, I can't do that. Let's suppress the emotion. But when I suppress the emotion, I end up breaking my pen, or if I'm not careful, I'll just injure myself, like really minor injuries, sha, but injuries. Like, there are certain scars on my body that I got because of my trying to suppress emotions, and those scars, they've not gone away, because they're like very short and deep injuries, because that's how much, those emotions were cutting into me, you get? And I'm not that person. I'm kind of very self-aware, in the sense, like, I don't know how to, like, push my anger onto somebody else, or my scary emotion onto somebody else. So I internalize it, and then it explodes somewhere around me, and it usually makes me injure myself. Not intentionally, but for the fact that I've noticed my pattern, it feels like it's intentional. So now, when I feel chaotic emotions, I've learned how to not suffer, because I'm tired of the many scars on my body. It's not like SHO, it's not that. It's like actual injuries that maybe I need to treat for like the next 2 weeks. Yeah. Okay, should I tell you a story of such a moment? Okay, there was a period there in university when I was living with my very beautiful roommates. Like, my roommates were kind. When I say beautiful, they had beautiful personalities, they were kind, and they were seniors, in the sense, like, they were like final year students here. So me, I was just a newbie. I was a first year student. So I don't know what I did, now I know what I did because we had a talk, but I don't know what I did, to offend them. Like, we're just having this jokey moment here, and I said something that one of them didn't like, because I had some roommates and they were friends. Okay, I was not in their group or something. So I said something to offend one of them, and I don't know, they just took offense. Like, the person that was offended just kind of shut me out. Then the second one did not bother, like, bridging the gap between the both of us. She just kind of ignored the whole thing and kept on speaking with her friends, and she was doing like a neutral party, but she was obviously not speaking to me either. Or maybe I was just so guilt ridden and, worried that, what did I do wrong, why are you not playing with me? I mean, like, imagine waking up to two people just ignoring you for the whole day, even though we had classes there, but they'll just ignore me for the whole day. They wouldn't speak with me, they wouldn't laugh with me, they would act like I was invincible. And so staying in the room became unbearable. So I would, what would I do? I would now go out, and, or after classes, yeah, I would find a shop to stay in. And that shop, because my classes would end like at most 5 p.m., yeah, no, at most 3 p.m. So I would just go to that man's shop, because it was like a business center. He was printing documents. Students will come to do, mostly like when you want to print anything, paper, copy, photocopy, online admin demands of the faculty, you go to that guy's shop. So when I went to the shop the first day, he was very friendly, and then he had AC in the shop. He had an AC, and he had a TV. You get? So it was like very nice and cozy for me. So I'll just go to a shop, and I'll sit there for hours. I would I would not return back to the room until like 8 o'clock because it was inside the school premises and I lived in the hostel here. So it wasn't like I was going to walk through the dark street at night, living it. No, it was inside the school premises. So, and he usually stayed very late. Reality TV fan. Let me try this sticker. No, I'm not. Yes, yes, I am a reality TV fan. Yes, I am. Um, what am I supposed to do to this sticker? I don't know how this thing works. Like, whatever. Should I do Q and A or should I complete my story first? Wait. What should I do? Done. Okay, I don't know how to do this. Let's just keep going. So anyways, um, yes, I'm a reality TV fan. Anyways, sorry. Anyways, I was at this man's place here in this shop. Like, how do you answer the question? Why did I press this sticker? Okay, how does this work? What's the help on this? Wait, let me figure out this thing. How are you supposed to answer this thing? YouTube. I don't understand. Let's end. Thank you. So I was staying in this man's shop for like hours. Then like 8 o'clock when I knew that the only thing I would left for me to do in the room was to go to sleep, like shower and go to sleep and pray for the next day. That's what I did. That was my routine. So the emotions were inside of me, was chaotic for me, and I was trying to suppress it. You get, so I was trying to suppress those, like the confusion, the anger, the guilt, the hurt mostly. The hurt. I think the most of the, like, the major emotion that comes up when there's chaotic moments in my life, when there are chaotic moments in my life, is just hurt. Okay, deep hurt. So I was just suppressing all of those things. And then we're getting along fine in that sense. Like, nobody was getting in anybody's spaces, nobody was speaking with each other, everyone was pretending I didn't exist. Like, some of them isolated me out here. So I started staying in that mansion for long, and eventually the people that were coming to his shop started seeing me there very well. So they started like being friendly with me, I guess. So they were friendly with me, and I was like, that time I was a newbie here, so I was just happy to meet people. I was very, very happy to meet people, and I was happy to meet people that wanted to speak with me at all, you know. So one day now, and we're now watching a movie one day. I think it was this Spider-Man. Is it Tobey Maguire Spider-Man or Andrew Garfield? No, I think it was Iron Man that we're watching, and it was so compelling. But it was already getting late, and the person that put the movie to play, was a customer. So I was like, I need to watch this movie, and I was so obsessed with watching movies on my phone then. So I was like, and I met the person. I was like, hello, please give me this movie on my phone. And it was supposed to be a simple transaction. The person was like, oh, you know what? It's late now. Come in the evening outside here tomorrow. And I was like, it's already late, I can't come out again. So like, come in the evening. Also, we had coffee for our hostel, like 10 o'clock. You don't come inside the hostel, church will lock your gate. We were in university, for Christ's sake. So he said, come outside the next day. That was a Saturday, and I'll give you as many movies as you like. I have a whole hard drive full of it. And I was like, yes, finally I can watch movies while my roommates ignore my existence. So I was like, yes. And then the next night came, and or the evening came, and I was so happy. I left my room. I didn't tell them anything. They were not speaking to me. I came out to our meeting place in the school grounds, like whatever, and he came towards my hostel area. So we sat there. But as he was coming, I didn't see laptop on his hand. I didn't see USB cord. I didn't see anything. I was like, oh God, oh God. I was like, in my mind, okay, maybe he will talk to me and then he will go back and bring this the laptop, because he lived in the hostel too, so it was not like a problem. It was not even outside school. So I was like, okay, oh. We now sat down. I was not like, he now started asking me questions. I was like, this is not what I expected. Then I now told him, because at that point, like, I was like, hello, where's the movie? He was like, relax now, like, let's just talk small. Like, I'll get it. My friend is actually busy with his laptop right now, so he cannot let go of his laptop. That actually his laptop and what I have the hard drive. I was like, oh, God. And I don't know, I was so gullible, yeah. Obviously, somebody that suppresses their emotions, like, obviously, you're not going to You're not going to be able to speak up too much, or stand up for yourself like well enough at least. Or you will not be able to notice. I don't know if that was just me, but I was not noticing the signs that he was giving me. Like maybe it was like now I can see that he was just using it as a way to just like get close to me or get my number to lead into a relationship or something. But I swear to God, I was not seeing it. I just thought maybe, oh God, his friend is busy with the laptop. Oh, where will I get my movies? My roommates are ignoring me. I need to block them out permanently. So for the sake of that, I sat there. God, this is what suppressing your heart does to you. I sat there for hours listening to this guy drone on and on and on because I was waiting. I was like, if I walked away from him now, he wouldn't be willing to give me the movies. You get, mind you, I don't know this guy from anywhere. There is no premise of me willingly wanting to speak to him towards the idea of being in a relationship with him. It's not like he saw me and decided like, oh, let me ask you out, or let's start something. No, we were in a shop together. Okay, I was watching a movie that he put on the screen and I wanted the movie on my phone because I could not complete it or something. And he said he would bring the laptop the next day and give me film. How did that turn into him saying that he wanted to take me to a warm springs area in my near close to our school, and then he'll get to see me in a bikini and he'll be happy? And I was like, hello, get down. Like it was not that period. Yeah, obviously hello get down is new, but like hello get down, like what are we talking about here? And then he was like, you know what, that visit to that spring would be so far away, but for now we can go to an eatery and eat and have fun together. And I was like, I want to collect movies, please give me movies. God. And he was like, I was like, Thor, if you want to watch, like, if you want to go to an eatery with me, fine. I don't say anything, but I want you to know I'm not interested in dating anybody. The way you're giving me this energy of wanting to date me, I'm not interested in dating anybody. I'm literally only here because my roommates refuse to speak with me and I cannot confront them about it. So, anyways, Baba was talking. So, towards the curfew for closing our hostel, yeah, was coming. Thank you. Merci beaucoup, Blanc. So towards the time when our hostel mistress would lock our gates, like curfew time. So rain started falling. I mean, the rain just came out of the sky. There was no slow burn. So I wanted to like run away to my hostel. Hello, Boja. Hi, Bambi or Hambi. Bambi. Hi, hello. Welcome to my channel. Hi. So towards the time my hostel mistress would, hello Boja, hi, welcome to the chat. Towards the time when my hostel mistress would actually lock me out, yeah, and then who would I call? I was not speaking to my roommates. I'm fine, Bambi. I'm not speaking to my roommates, so I couldn't call them to beg the hostel mistress on my behalf because they would probably not pick my calls. You get. So I wanted to run back to the hostel. I'm not French, oh. Je suis né France. Je suis né, or je ne suis pas française. Yes, je ne suis pas française. Je suis Nigerian. Hi. So all the time, like that deadline was approaching, yeah. So I was like, I have to go to my hostel, and he was like trying to hold me back. I was like, I have to go to my hostel. Rain is pouring down. So I kind of like, okay, I'll see you tomorrow. And I was like, so immediately I jumped down and wanted to run back to my hostel. Hola, Boja. So immediately I jumped down and I wanted to run back to my hostel. There were construction materials. Do you know this iron rods they use for building? Yeah, building houses, building, well, just for building and construction. Those iron rods are actually like bent, those corrugated iron rods are very, very heavy. Do you know that as I was running away from this guy in the dark, I actually struck my foot against a perfect end of that iron, that round like end of the iron. I struck my foot so hard against because I was not seeing anything and I was in a hurry to get back to the hostel. And that iron gave me this freaking deep injury on my foot. And I'm looking at this scar right now. I'm looking at this scar right now and it was so bad. I was limping for days because I wanted to collect film, because I wanted to avoid my roommates that were not speaking with me. Because I wanted to avoid my roommates that were not speaking with me. So that was one scar. When I got that scar, it was so bad for me because I was scared to get it treated. I was scared to get it treated. I don't understand Portuguese. Sorry, Boja. I don't understand Portuguese. Um, so I was trying to like that kind of thing. That injury happened, but I still had to keep a date with this person I agreed to meet with, just because I wanted to collect a movie from him. I was like, okay, fine, I'll keep a date with you the next day. But I'd already gotten injured after leaving him, and somehow in my heart of heart, I was now blaming him. I was like, it is your fault I got this injury. But at the end of the day, it was my fault. Okay, I suppressed my emotions so bad and I refused to confront what was hurting me, and then I got this scar to show for it. So I have this scar on my feet forever because of this moment in my life of chaos. You get, so it's like I don't know, the chaos is not my enemy, to be honest. Like if chaos is so like regular in my living experience, why is it that every time it comes up I treat it as if it's something new and something I have to tackle, or if I can't tackle it I have to suppress my emotions so I'm not, I don't have to deal with the hurt that comes with everything being chaotic and disordered. Yeah. So it's like that's what I did today. Today I am not suppressing my emotions. Yeah. I actually just, instead of focusing on the emotions, you get, because I don't know what else to do with it. I started to do things that I could control. You get, I um I don't know, do one of my like started my daily routine, do my hair, brush my teeth, all of those things, just to arrange my room, put my bed in order and everything. It's like, okay, so I'm going to read a new book today, so that actually I just finished one book, so it's not as if I was not planning to read a book already, but I was like, I'm going to read a new book today so that I can just, the things that are within my control, instead of suppressing my emotions, I'll just let my emotions stay there. Okay, wherever it is, okay, let my emotions stay here. Wherever my emotions are, let them flow through me. I don't have to acknowledge it, but I don't have to suppress it either. You get, so it can just be there while I go about my life. You get, and I like that I've got to this point because God, okay, if I tell you another story for why I have a scar on my body because of suppressing my emotion because of chaos, should I tell you that story? Do you want to hear that story? The end of the other story about the guy is that eventually I went for the second date. Like I went for the following, I went on a date the following day with this guy. Actually it was a date, and we went to this eatery. We were supposed to meet at 12 o'clock after church services. That was when I used to go to church, and he was saying he's going to church. So I was like, after church we go meet, we'll go out. And I was like, okay, fine. 12 o'clock on the dot, I was there, okay, in one of the classes waiting for him. This man, whatever, he was older than me. Yeah, he said, I called him and he did not pick my call. And I was like, why are you not showing up? You want to go to my hostel so I can rest? It's Sunday. And I was like, I'm coming, I'm coming. Do you know? I don't know, like, because again, I was running on fumes, okay? My emotions were a mess and my leg was hurting. I was limping from left to right. And I was in pain and I was speaking with my roommates. I was speaking with my roommates. But before I left the room that day, actually, I don't know if there was a truce called. I can't remember anymore how I started speaking again. You know, they now, like I had to tell them because I was a newbie in the school. And I was like, "Hello, I'm going out though, and if anything happens to me, you guys should. This is my number. This person I'm going out with." And they're like, funny enough, they're just like smiling at me and laughing, and they're like, okay, I'll go on your date, so we'll call you so time, don't stay too long outside. Where are you going to? I know the place, I've been there before, so if you need us, just call us and we'll be there. You get? And I was like, okay. And in my mind I was like, but people are not talking to me. Like I don't know if we made up that night. I came back injured and wet from the rain, and I was nearly in tears because of the pain of the injury. I don't know if we made. I can't remember if we made. I don't even remember how we made up, but we just started talking again. But it was mostly this whole date thing that happened, and so when I was waiting for this guy for nearly 3 hours, and something about me, once the sky started getting dark in my country, I don't want to be outside. Goodbye. I don't want to be outside. I don't want to be outside my house. Like, what am I doing outside when the sun is not out? So 3 o'clock he comes to meet me and he's sweating profusely and he's icky because he's like, we're supposed to go somewhere that is chill and relaxing. Why are you sweating? Like, what is going on? But I was too mad. I didn't ask. I was just like, oh, I would have gone. I don't want to be here. And he's like, I'm sorry, I'm sorry, I'm sorry. Also, the roommate that was not talking to me, she actually followed me to wait me out. She was like, I'll wait with you until this guy comes, so I'll see his face. You guess you not just disappear into thin air. And she was waiting for me there. She was like, can we just go back to the hostel, King? Let's just go back to the hostel. I was like, let's no she was like, I was like, let's just go back to the stand. She was like, no, let's wait for you. So I had to be as if, so it's not be as if you left, you get, and I'm the one that now left him hanging. You get me, I've been waiting for 3 hours. So anyways, he comes and I introduce both of them and I'm like, she's my sister. If anything happens to me, she knows your face and all of that. Anyways, we get to the we when we go on the we are in a bus, we are heading to the place of the day. It's an eatery, okay? You are just going there to eat chicken and chips, and this chicken and chips was so popular. Like, everybody says, oh, have you been to this place? The chicken and chips is delicious. And I'm like, and I was a newbie, and everybody like, you should go there. All my friends had already been once or twice, and I was like, it's not like I was aiming to go there, but it's something that senior guys used to like, impress freshman girls. Like, oh, have you been to this place? I can take you there on a date. And I'm like, I'm not impressed. I don't care, but I want the movies on your hard drive. Please give me Iron Man Part 2. That's just what I want. And he was like, we'll go on a date first. And I'll collect the laptop for my friend. And then I can give you your movies. And I was like, I don't know why I believed such a deal. You get, I think, like, in retrospect, was that not like very naive of me? I don't use the word foolish because I'm not shaming myself, okay? But it was very naive of me. But obviously, that was the frame of mind I was in. I was taking people as they were. I still do it till now. I can't read. Let's go to the story. So I'm in the bus with him, and it's very uncomfortable because, again, he's um slightly disabled, yeah, in his leg, and it's difficult for him to sit, in tight spaces or to walk, like at a fast pace. And all of that was just, I was like, if you had come out on time, we'll just get a bus and we'll sit in the front together and to be comfortable for you. But I didn't want to speak to him. I was very angry. I was still angry. So we got to the side of the God. We got to the restaurant, yeah, and I was like, oh, this is cool. This looks nice. So we we enter inside the restaurant, okay, and we ordered the famous chicken and chips. And I'm like, are you not going to order? He orders just one. Okay, and I was like, okay, fine, I don't mind, we can share it. What's the chicken and chips? Who cares? Because I'm not like. So I was like, he was like, okay, no problem. Like, it's not like, okay. He was like, no, this one is for only you. This plate of chicken and chips is for just you. I just want to take care of you. I want you to enjoy yourself. So the background I now give you guys is that this guy has boasted the whole Nigeria to me. He has boasted about how he's rich. His dad is rich. His dad is so famous that he cannot even tell me his surname, his last name, because I'll be able to look him up. And his dad was in the military, was a general, or his sister is so popular in school. And the phone is that time. I think the coolest phone back then was iPhone 12. I think, or iPhone 6. Yes, iPhone 6 was like the coolest phone back then. So it was like, I saw him with an Android, a Samsung, and it was unprompted. Do you know that I just sold my iPhone 6 to get this? So the attention that iPhone 6 gives me is so, I don't like it. I don't want girls to come on to me because of my money. Like, I've slept with a lot of girls in this school. Do you know I've seen this girl naked? I've seen that girl naked? And I was just sitting down there the night before, like, what does this have to do? I was zoning out. And that's why when I was running back to my house, I now injured myself in that way. But anyway, the next day comes and he's buying only one plate of chicken and chips. One. And I'm not this in anybody's pocket, okay? You just set yourself up in a certain way. So if things are not aligning, I'm going to notice it now, Abby. So I sit there, I decide to pick a window seat. It's just like this booth kind of situation where there are like tables in the main restaurant, and then near the glass windows, like there are stools you can sit and just, be looking outside while you're having your meal. And I was like, oh, let's sit down there, it'll be less intrusive, from other people, can just gist. And I was like, sure, sure, sure. And I sat there. Oh, thank you, Blanc. Au revoir, merci beaucoup, au revoir. How to say a bientôt, to? Yes, a bientôt. Okay, bye bye. So anyways, we sit at the window, me and this man. He's not a man who, like, but he was like in 40 years. That was he told me, which was a lie. He said he was in 40 years, so I'm not like goodbye, au revoir. So it was like in 40 years, which was a lie. I later found out. But anyways, why on this date here, I'm sitting at the window, Baba. And he sits by me, he's on his stool, and like I start to eat, and I put the plate in the middle for both of us, and it's like this fake smile on his face, but I don't know, he's still sweating, you guys. He's still sweating. And he's sweating. I can't look at him because I'm just like, why are you sweating? Well, I don't ask him because it's not, you don't, I don't like this. I wouldn't like if it was done to me. So let's say there was AC in the restaurant. So I felt it would cool off. Do you know what this guy did? I took like one bite of the chips here and was like, hey, I have a mechanic in this area and I'm going to see this mechanic. Now, when you order food, they allow you to take your plate to your seat and eat. Then no, 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 no. You pay in Nigeria. You pay immediately after buying your food at the counter. Yeah? Then you can take it to the rest inside and sit down and all of that. So when he wanted to pay, I didn't mention this detail. When he wanted to pay, the whole thing was 1,200. Obviously it would have gone up by now, but it was 1,200 plus. If you want to buy drinks, that's Fanta, Coke, Sprite, all those things, you now buy drinks for like 500 naira. It's a restaurant, that's the price. That time it was not Coke. Coke was not 500 outside, or Fanta was not 500 outside. It was then Fanta and Coke were like 200 naira, 150 or something like that. But inside the restaurant it was 500 naira, so that was a big deal. This man, he said, do you want drink? Like, do you want to drink something? I'm like, obviously, like, get me Fanta or something. So he counted. This one that has boasted about foreign currency to me the night before. This one that has boasted about cars, like having a car dealership of his own in his name. Boasted about flying around the world. Boasted about girls, money, phones, new iPhones, and all that. It's like, this guy counted 1,000 naira. 200 naira, 100 naira, and then 500 naira notes for the Fanta. I was like, this is not making sense. Okay, the pattern recognition is that you said this and just to reflect like this. Also, you could have just used your card. Then it was not really popular to use card to pay, I think, back then. It was just like use cash, you get. This guy. So I was like, I just took one bite of these chips. I said one, and he was like, oh, I have a friend. Do you guys like a mechanic friend here? And I gave him my car like last month, and he had been escaping me. Let me go and find him. I was like, okay, I thought it would be something short. You get, like, you just greet him and come back out. He assured me up. And I took the second bite of my chips, and the third, and the fourth, and I was looking around. And the fifth, and I was just eating this thing, guy. I finished. I ate as slow as possible. You guys, I ate as slow as possible, waiting for him to come back. And then I started in on the chicken, and I was eating the chicken like piece, 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 piece. Do you know this guy did not come back till I dropped my fork on the plate? Immediately I finished the meal. I was just like, I just put my, like, I just put, you know, you just put your fork down on the plate and done. This guy just entered the restaurant. I was like, why? Where have you been? Why did you leave me here? Like, I thought the point of the date was to talk to somebody. Like, why did you just leave me here? And then, how icky would it feel for me if it was after finishing the meal you came to join me? Like, as if you just came to feed me. I wanted to cook delicious beans in my hostel with delicious palm oil and cut yam inside and plantain inside and eat it with delicious soft bread. I did not eat all those things. I stayed hungry because I was like, if I eat this and I go outside and eat chicken and cheese, my stomach is not going to take it. That time I had real bad digestion issues. Like I was really, really like sick that period. So I could not eat more than like 5 bites a day. Okay. So I was like, if I was going to eat this whole platter of chicken and chips, then I have to keep my stomach empty. It doesn't affect me anymore, yeah, but that year it was very, very bad for me. So when he came back, I was like, why? It was like, are you ready to go? I was like, what do you mean ready to go? Like, what is the date here? I just ate chips and chicken. Like, what is all this? I was so confused. Anyways, I just swallowed it, and I was like, you know what, rain is coming, let's go. I'm tired because I was waiting. It's a waste of my day, the whole day from 12 o'clock to like 5 o'clock now. And the school gate also closes at a certain time. So if you come too late, also I don't walk around in the night, like I said. So we get back to the hostel, and eventually, like by then, it's just obvious I've made up with my roommates here, so I don't have any issues. And now all of the problems have melted away. Eventually, they told me that my roommate, the one that was offended, told me that the thing I said to her as a joke is actually considered a very big insult in her language, in her native language. And I was like, oh, in English, saying it sounds so like my new school, like it's so minimal, it doesn't mean anything to me, and it's like so basic of an like a yab, like a yabbing somebody. Yeah, it's so basic, like just banter stuff to me. In English, it sounds like, but it sounds that way in your native language. I'm so sorry to get like I didn't mean, and why would you think I meant to use such like deep level of insult? Like I'm not disrespectful, and I don't disrespect you anyhow. So why the hell would you just imagine the worst of me instead of even explaining to me that, oh, do you know that what you said hurt me? Instead of keeping me. Well, anyways, I made up with them, but because I made up with them, I also had to cut off this guy. I did not see film again. Oh. All this story, all this stress, I did not see film. Now I have a scar today because of this clown that say he wants to give me Iron Man part 2. Is it Iron Man or Spider Man? He wants to give me Iron Man part 2. No, it's not Iron Man. It's one film like this. It's a superhero film, yeah. But it was like a very big film then. Like I'll remember it. I don't even remember the movie anymore. So when we came back to the hostel, went back to school, he now insisted on walking me to my hostel, but it was already evening time, so everybody was outside, and I felt so embarrassed, like because I didn't like him, and he was still sweating. He never stopped sweating. He was sweating, he was huffing, he was heavy. It wasn't easy for him actually to make the journey to go and come back on the bus considering his condition. And it wasn't easy for him to walk me, but he insisted on it. And I was like, why stress yourself on something that I don't even like you? So don't bother stressing yourself on him. But fell on deaf ears and insisted on. Immediately he got to like towards the entrance of the bus. I was like, stop here and go, turn around and go. Okay, I've seen enough of you. Like, and something about me is I like to cut people off in silence. Like I don't explain myself or cut to you. I just stop talking to you. So like when he turned around, he left with the assumption that he would call me in the night and I would come out again in the night. I said yes, I'll come out in the night. And it was like we'll hang out again and then I'll give you the movie. I was like, yeah, sure, no problem. Just let me go back to my hostel in peace and don't follow me to the gate, because now you now want everybody to know that me and you are together. Me and you are not together. Go away. So when I got to the hostel, my roommates were now like trying to help me out with the injury, because it was also my leg was hurting. Let's not forget that injury was big on my leg, and I was like struggling to limp as well as he was limping. So like, two people suffering for what? So that night when he called me, I just let the phone ring. I let the phone ring. I've resolved my issues. Yeah, I don't have any reason for you anymore. Even though you never really impacted anything in my life, and you ruined my whole experience of staying in that man's shop as well. I didn't even need to go back to that man's shop anymore to stay. But me and the man, the owner of the shop, we formed a very deep friendship in the sense of like he was very kind to me, he was attentive to me, and he always made time for me. Like when there are like queues of people in his shop, if I just come, oh, I want to do this thing, I'll be like, okay, drop it, I'll handle it, go and rest, or go and do something else, you get, and I wasn't too scared to meet him about like money issues, yeah. I think he was now assisting me at some point, not assisting her, but like sometimes when I go there and I'm like, oh, I'm so hungry, I've not eaten, he'll buy stuff for me. He'll give me something to eat sometimes. So he was very, very kind. At first I was like suspecting, like, let me be over suspicious so that, I'll not lead somebody on. But he was just a very ordinary man, you get. So I was like, okay, what else happened? So that clown who called me, I did not pick what concern me. I wanted him to suffer, so I wouldn't pick his calls. So and then that was so Friday, Saturday. So it happened between 3 days: Friday, Saturday, Sunday. So Sunday was the end of the whole rubbish. So Monday I went to class. We were the same faculty, yeah. So I was studying with my mates. We were all first years. Like, why the hell do you think it's okay for you to come and meet me in the midst of my friends and kind of claim ownership over me? Like, that was what he was trying to do. He was trying to let the world know that he was with me or some shit like that. Someone that had not even said anything to me. So he thought I was joking when I did not pick his call. I think he thought I was scared of him. Like, I was afraid of confrontation. Let me tell you, if I don't like you, I can literally, like, let me not talk too much. So anyways, what happened? He now came to where I was with my friends on a Monday morning, and as he came, I saw him approaching, like from the corner of my eye. I saw his silhouette. I just folded my hands. I was just talking to my friends. My earpiece was in my one was in my ear. I was talking to my friends. I was just looking at them. We're just in a circle. Do you know that this guy came to the middle of the circle to touch me and call my name? Like, why did he think that he could touch me? He now called my name and he was like, King, King. I was like, one of my friends are like, King. Somebody's calling. I was like, just ignore it. I can't even remember it anymore because I blacked out. I was furious with rage because finally the thing clicked on me that he was just leading me on. He just scammed me, and the whole food thing was him probably sitting outside because I told my roommate about it and they're like, that's weird. Why would he come when you were done? How did you know you were done eating and he just stepped into the restaurant? So it's possible that he could have sat outside somewhere watching you, and he didn't want to sit beside me because he didn't have money to buy his own plate. And I was like, let's share. And they were like, no, no, I'm trying to treat you or something. And like, it just made it worse for me because I was like, why do you think I need you to buy chicken and chips for me? Like, I can do it for myself. Like, if I was so crazy about chicken and chips, I would go and get chicken and chips for myself. Like, now you just made me fall into this fad. So now if I think about my time in uni and the craze about chicken and chips, like, I don't even need to say no of restaurant because somebody might know that place. But if I talk about the fad, I have to say I was a participant, unwilling. I was dragged, or I was a participant in that fad, like, and because of you. So anyways, like, that was the whole. Where did I start from? Suppressing your emotions can lead you to go on a horrible date with a horrible person that just wants to exploit you for your body. Obviously, like, he obviously just wanted to exploit me for my body. He just wanted to see me naked and he did not hide it. Okay, I don't even know how I could sit there and listen to it. I think I have this slow processor in my brain where if you are speaking with me, I will just absorb it like a big basket. And then when I'm by myself and you're no longer there, I start to like filter the things you said and start to think about it. So the the more I processed how much disrespect I allowed the first day we met, that Saturday night, the more I like increased the way I reacted to him in public, like, disrespectfully. I was so rude to him. One time, this he did not that first one I did not deter him. The next day, he saw me again sitting down, and we were like this big first year. So everybody will be in the same department, first year social sciences and all of that. This guy, he came. My friends were oh god, I don't want to toot my own horn, but I was kind of like known, like my face was very known in school. First year I beg. So if people spoke with me, or like everybody was seeing that person. So he came. Oh god, I was sitting down listening to music, blocking the world out. This one came. This guy came. heavy and sweating. And he came and he was like, King. God. I was like, I wish I could do this thing. Like, you take it from the back and you like train on the courtyard. Like, I was so angry and disgusted. I was repulsed. Oh my god. Oh god. This is not what I want to talk about today, but reliving this memory sickens me. God. So he like on my shoulder and was like, King. And he did not just do like touch me or pull my, because there's earpiece, obviously. You know, you can, I won't be able to hear anybody. He would have just like tapped me, just a little tap, and I would have turned around immediately. I'm very, very sensitive. I don't like people touching me, especially here. And he just did. He did it such a way that it depressed my shoulder, and I had to look up and turn up to him. And he had on that stupid fake smile. It was a fake smile. He had that fake smile on his face, like. And I was like, like I was like, I what? Push him, like, don't touch me. I don't my face to the front. Like, increase the music. See that period. Ah, God. I wish I had that jacket of protection of like be very, very, very cold. Like that jacket has been worn down to shreds. Oh, that jacket saved me a lot in first year. Like first year, second year, third. I think no, second year I regretted like removing the jacket, and then I put it back on towards the end of my third year and my fourth year. I was like, you know what, fuck everybody. I hate everybody in this school. But like I just and he was like, I didn't even look to see the reaction. I was like, don't touch me. And I made sure, like, you know, that kind of thing, like everybody's around me now, so they just saw the fiasco and they minded their business, because I'm that person that I didn't really have friends. Okay, I went out of my way to make sure I didn't have friends. I only had like my classmates that I spoke with, but none was close enough to be like, oh, who is that guy, you know, or oh, why do you react this way? No, accountability is inside my pocket. I kept it there. I'm not accountable to anybody except myself, and I was very proud of myself for doing that. And then I went back to say, this guy for the next 3 days. No, I think for almost a week before I now realized that wait, I can actually block it, because I've been watching movies. Finally, I found another place to get movies, because my roommate was like, you needed movies. You would have told me now. I'll give you movies. You're the one that just carry into your head. I was like, people are the ones that don't talk to me. So I found a way to get movies, a wonderful source. In fact, plenty of people were sharing movies there on their phone. So I was like, why did I just limit myself? Also, that's what you get when you don't want to talk to people. So anyways, people can easily exploit you. You get, if you purposely withdraw yourself from society, you get like people that manage to get close to you may try to exploit you. Not always, but most of them. So this guy started spamming my phone with calls. He thought he could frustrate me to react. Me, I had cut him off. I didn't want to exchange a word with him again in my life. So I let it ring. I was just telling my friends that, oh, my roommates, because they're my friends. So I was like, this clown is calling me again. And you see, I'll start cussing me out in the room. And my roommates will be cussing him out with me too. And will be insulting him, insulting his destiny, insulting his money. Say, which kind of stupid money? My room was like, I saw the trouser I was wearing, and I saw the shirt he was wearing. So someone is telling me that he's a millionaire and he's wearing that trouser. That is a lie. I was like, because I did not see it. Because I don't keep track of, like, now is, see, when people say this is very delicate to say, but you have to keep track of those things, especially when the person makes a big effort to let you know that they are a big shot. They're like, I'm so fucking rich, I'm so rich, I have this, I make so amount of money, my parents are so rich, all those things. Like, you need to verify it in their body. Okay, you need to actually verify it in their body. And this guy was not giving anything. Oh, one other thing that's very, 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 very peculiar about him was that I'm a perfume enthusiast. Roll on perfume, body spray, everything. I use all of it. I'm not afraid. But this guy, he used perfume so much. Like, it was heavy perfumes. And maybe that was a sign of his wealth, yeah, but it was stinky. You know, it was kind of overpowering and oppressive, the kind of perfumes he used, you know. So it's like, why? Like, it was very disturbing, and he always, like, it made me nauseated. Like, I felt nauseated, you know, anytime got a whiff of it. Yeah, and sometimes even when he was trying to approach me outside, I'll just get a whiff of it, I'll just turn the other way. Or no, why would I turn the other way? No. What happened was, if he was coming, I'll just cross to the other side because he was very shameless. He would try to talk to me if I'm passing him by himself. But after a while, I'll just cross the other way. I will look ahead. I won't bend my face. You thought I'll be afraid of him. Who are you? Who do you think you are? I'll look him head on, and I wasn't looking at him. I'll look through him or look straight ahead of him. So I know that I'm not shying away from eye contact. I just do not like, and I think you're a piece of shit. And I did not want to explain to him what he did that hurt me or like offended me so bad, because I was still healing from the injury. Okay, so like, you've not even paid for that one, like compensated me for the injury. Like, you want to now start telling him how wrong you were, when you know damn well that the only reason why I spoke to you was because of freaking movies, and you took advantage of me like that. Like what if I had foolishly followed him somewhere and something was waiting for me there? What would I have said? Oh, I just came to collect a movie from this guy, or he had put something in my food. What will I say? What will I tell my parents in the afterlife? Like, what, like, it was so funny enough. Like, I don't want to share my weaknesses or something, but like, I don't know what kind of behavior that, but like, I don't have this antenna on to notice all these things. When people speak to me, I take it very literally. Do you get? I take it very literally, and it's hard for me to process people's conversations with me in the moment. I always wait, delayed processing, and it's not like waiting like 5 minutes. So I have to wait like after they've left my presence, and I can think on it, and I'm like, oh, okay, what does this mean? Okay, this is what the person means. And if I do not, and I always respond on auto. You get when I'm speaking to people. You get, so it's not as if I think about it, but it's also automatic. I don't know if that makes sense. Yeah, I'm always struggling. Like, in any conversations I have with people, I'm constantly struggling because I'm always like thinking, God, this person, what does this person mean by this? What does he mean by this? And then afterwards, I see, sometimes I notice notes of condescension, I notice notes of like just insults, all this like implied insult in people's conversation. There's some people that cannot do without insulting you in their manner of speech. You get, I just recall to mind something, and the day I'll confront that person is coming. And when I confront that person, I'll let you know I went. I'm going to confront somebody very soon. If I catch that note of condescension and implied insult anyway, again, I'm going to actually call it out, and I will not like, and I don't care about the consequences. Let me not ruin my mood. But anyways, that was the point of today's stream. Managing the chaos of life today. There's one big ass chaotic incident, like chaos, just it didn't have not been resolved yet, and it's like, what will I do, you get? So I'm like, maybe I should live stream, and I don't know, maybe this will become a series. Subscribe if you enjoyed today's stream. And I said today's stream was going to be short. Yeah, it's almost 1 hour. Usually, yeah, my live stream period, I used to stream for like 2 hours at least. But I think going forward, I'm going to stream for like just 1 hour. You get. And I don't know if I'll stream tomorrow. Depends on the inspiration that comes. You get. Yeah. So thank you for being here. I wanted to read these stories to you guys, those scary stories, but like, no, let me talk, because some people now, if I'm reading books, they'll be like, you are reading every time I read it. Like, it's what I do. I like reading. Anyway, thank you so much for being here, and I will see you in the next stream. I hope you don't suppress your emotions today. I hope you don't ignore them, but I hope you're able to find order, no matter how stressful your day. When chaos shows up, in your day, I hope you can just try to stay where you have a little bit of control and leave the chaos alone. I hope you're able to do that. And if you're not able to do that, don't worry. I'm holding your hand from here, and I'm wishing you strength to be able to get through the chaos. Okay. um I don't know, chaos is part of our living experience on earth, and I don't think we can ever really get rid of chaos. But for people in war-torn countries, people in Gaza, people in Sudan, that and the victims of the bombing in Iran, their families, like, I hope you guys, I'm holding your hand, and I wish you so much peace, at least. And then for my friends that are fasting, I'm wishing you strength. I'm wishing you courage, and I hope your prayers, get answered this Ramadan um, period. Okay, I care about you. I'm even crying. Why am I crying? This has been so helpful for me. I swear, this has been so helpful for me. But I'm very happy that I followed through on my inspiration, and I hope you people are also inspired to you know get um, easier get into easier feelings, than the ones that are just in front of you. You understand? And maybe read a book today. Tell me about the book in the next stream. Like any book you're reading, tell me about it and narrate it for me. I want to hear. I want recommendations actually. And so this has gone on long enough. I will see you in the next stream or the next video. Subscribe, okay? Thank you. Bye bye. Bye bye. Like Teletubbies. Bye bye. I'm so happy that people